Look at this. You may think, that looks pretty neat. Looks like a nice 5x5 vault door or spiral door, whatever it's called. Look at it, and then, but watch the opening. Look at this. Look how, oh, ew, gross. Oh, that's so uneven. Jesus fucking Christ. How did I even think that was a good idea to make? But with a small change in the redstone, I can now actually have the switch in a decent spot. And look at this. Ready? The closing's pretty much the same, but get some tissues ready because you're about to jizz yourself. Just a second. Okay, just a slight fault with the timings. It's all good now. I've fixed it all, and look at this. Get ready. Get the tissues ready. There we go. And you just needed them, didn't you? That's the difference that a few redstone placements and one timing fix-up can do. There's massive change, and this is what you're going to need for it. You can pause the video, screenshot up, whatever you want. And these don't have to be stone bricks, by the way. They can be any brick that you have, any block, as long as they're full blocks. And you might need more redstone, you might need less, but everyone has stacks of redstone just lying around, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And this is the piston setup you're going to want. These blocks here, they're just to give you an idea of like the gaps between each piston, so you can lay it out nice and properly. And these need to be normal pistons, and the rest need to be sticky pistons. I just wanted to quickly say thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, subscribe. I notice every time that counter goes up, even if it's by 1 subscriber, and it gives me a little dopamine kick when I see it go up. So if you want to make me happy for a little bit, press the red button. I really do appreciate it and notice it. Okay, in terms of blocks, the main ones we want to put down, whatever you want your door to be, whatever blocks you want it, just put them on all the pistons like this. But for the bottom one, put them on here and then come across with 3 like that, and then put slime blocks on these sticky pistons here, and then nothing goes in here because you'll see later. I mean, if you notice it, I guess. And then we come up like that to about, no, just here with the glazed terracotta blocks. Come around like this, put one there, I think, yep, and obsidian block there. And that's what you're going to need for the blocks mainly. Let's do the bottom one first. So what you want is to come out with a sticky piston like that, then delete that one there. Redstone block like this, have an observer, looking at that. 2 observers either side, looking at that observer. And then you come up and have not that. You have an observer there, and we need to fix that. So let me just grab this real quick and have that there. Then we want on this side another observer, and let's try to get an observer this time. And that's what you do for the bottom. And then put redstone on that piston, a block with a repeater set to 4 ticks, a block like this, and a block coming up like that. Delete those 2 blocks, and then delete them all because there's actually a block there, and now the blocks come up like this. Just delete those 2, and then come around on this side with a block like that, and then repeater set to no ticks, dust and dust there. Put a dust in there, dust there, and then come around the side to about here, and there's no obsidian there, so let's fix that. Just grab the obsidian, delete that block, and then have a repeater set to 3 ticks. That's what fucked up before it was on 2 ticks, and that's why it didn't work. But so set it on 3 ticks like that, and then come around with dust like this, and now this better fucking work. It goes up like that and then comes down like that, and that is the most complicated part of it. Now we're just going to do 2 sides at the top, and then at the end I'll connect them all up. Now for the sides. The 2 side modules, it literally just mirrors of each other. So I'll do one and you can figure out how to flip it, because it's really not that hard. 2 blocks there with redstone on that one. Come around with a block there, and then whatever block your door is, put that there. So redstone will be around that piston like that. And then if we come up with a piston on there, put a redstone block on that one, dust on those 2, get a normal piston and put that facing downwards like that, put a torch on that, torch there, an observer looking at that, going into whatever block you want. And so that should be the side module done. Let's give it a quick flick on. That goes out like that, and then it comes in like that. And literally just mirror it on this side. It's not that hard. And let's get onto the top one. So now for the top part. This is pretty simple. It's just a few double piston extenders. So put blocks like that with dust all along there. Then have a repeater on those three. Set all those repeaters to 4 ticks like this, and then have blocks like this with dust right there. Then come down, and whatever block you want your roof to be, put that there, and then have any block you want, I guess, as long as they're full blocks, again, like that, and then set that to, I'm pretty sure, that many ticks, two ticks, and have dust along there, have an observer looking at that piston there, with a block around its arsehole, and then if we come around, put a switch there, all those go, and then let's see if they retract. There we go. That's the top module, and now we need to connect them all up. To connect it all up, we come out with blocks like this with a block there. Just put a temporary block there with a normal piston just there. Delete that, put a torch on top of that, and then a torch next to that like that, and redstone dust goes there. Then we come along like this, have a block coming up like that with another temporary block, normal piston, and then a block, normal piston there. Delete that block, torch there, and then put dust on there. Then to come up and connect this one up, we put whatever block your wall is or your door is, put those two there. Actually, you probably want to fill that in as well, and then connect it up like that. And now if we put a block there with a switch on it, this should all work nicely. There we go. Let's see if it opens up actually. Oh, thank fuck. That's the 5x5 spiral cone, whatever door it is, vault door. I hope you enjoyed.